Let me tell you why. Unconditional love is the greatest power. Greatest power, yeah? I am not a saint. Everything I say is my perspective. Yeah? I don't share it with anyone else. I haven't referenced anything to get to this point. This is my perspective on it. In a single lifetime, people chase power from different themes and different mediums in different ways. I'll make this clear to anyone and everyone. The minute you live a lifestyle of unconditional love, you become a force of nature. Yeah? A very powerful force. Because it's much like using your heart. Yeah? Think of the heart as a sun dial. Yeah? 90% of people use 10% of sunlight, creating 90% shadow. This is the way society encourages you to use your heart. Specifically on a certain discount, shaped at a certain curvature, because it's the normal way. It's the way we live as human beings. But that's not the way I live. And it doesn't mean you live a life of complete philanthropy and, you know, money is evil. I'll make this clear. I am not a saint. But I am aware of the power of unconditional love, because it's a power you can't lie to. I can't lie to it. You can't lie to it. So it's a mutual wavelength. And unconditional love always follows the path of anonymity. Yeah, it's about not being aware of who, just giving it out because it's you. It comes from inside and it emanates outwards. For that reason, I'm very strong and I'm very purposeful, because everything I do is unconditional. 99% of any issues and problems society has is because their love is conditional. It's always just my circle, it's always just a friend, it's always just this person, it's always just my daughter, it's always just my son, and the rest of the world is expendable. Well, guess what? That makes you expendable. Because if everyone thinks that way, all it does is segregate, create elusive walls that stand between you and your neighbour. Now, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a lecturer, but if I see something that's blatantly stupid, I will touch on it. And I will speak on it casually. Unconditional love is the greatest power on earth because it doesn't use the human tongue. It transcends religion, it transcends your fears, it transcends Bible, it transcends prophet, it transcends life, it transcends everything. Because it is and it will always be. And I was slapped by a girl I like to refer to as Echo, not physically, but I was slapped by a girl called Echo, and she made it clear to me that love is not something you can convey via word. Love is action. Love is it's an active, it's a verb, and it's a verb that is eternal, that always exists and always lasts. I don't care who watches this and judges me the wrong way or the right way, because my whole life has been one mental experiment to see everything. The dark, the light, the high, the low, every shade of man I have looked deep into, and I'm constantly looking into it. But I can't be stopped because I know that secret and I believe that secret and I'm one with that secret. And understand that same unconditional love is the power that I use to annihilate my enemies with it. Because I'll show you something. When you encompass unconditional love, what you actually do is you inherit the entire world as your children. Everyone no matter what race, colour, creed, fat, skinny, tall, evil, lovely, beautiful, they are all your children from that point on. And you do take some level of responsibility for everything that takes place. And that just makes you a grand observer, aware of all sides. Because it disagrees with me, you can feel that energy and that power here. And it allows me to transcend and move through anything I need to and break down any wall, because I know every human being living is my child from that point on. And I am their child too. Because if they're wise enough to know, then they will know that I can touch them just as they can touch me, because we both stand on the same level. I'm not interested in people who think a certain way because that's the way it's meant to be thought. I don't do it, man. I'm painting this picture in a very different way seen before, because I've gone deeper than most, and I haven't gone deeper on all aspects. I've gone deeper on more aspects, and I've conveyed all of that truth into one. Do you understand? And I've done it in a very, very creative way. When I say I'm a creative God, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that is one of my blessings. So to give it back is all I can do, because I don't own this body or this spirit. The intellect I've built and I've conjured. Yes, I've designed it a certain way because it's travelling, you know, via an ego and via the way I'm thinking. But ultimately, it's a greater thing than that. You understand? So please understand, Biomed is not secret, Biomed is real. And you might watch this and think, well, it's crazy, or it's just a dream, or it's just, you know, a theme he's playing with. But I believe this 100%, man. You know what I mean? I believe this 100%. And I will always stand by it, because it's me. I can feel it, you know, in my flesh. I can feel it in my heart. And I can feel it in the air. And those that know me know that I'm real, because I do stand by that. I always work for myself. I always make my own decisions. I always paint my own picture. I always push harder and further than most will. On this plane, my plane is art, and I encourage art in all forms. I don't care whether it's the opposite of art. I encourage art in all forms. And art is unconditional. Love, anonymity is the way it works. And it will not stop. Thank you. Thank you.